Happy Halloween, movie fans. It's time for some offers you scaredy cats will want to refuse. This week's choices aren't for the faint of heart, and let me be clear, not for kids at all. But if you're wanting to get the heart pumping on this darkest of holidays, listen up. To begin, we're headed to 1990 with The Exorcist 3. Now, the original gets all the attention, but I strongly believe this third installment is actually scarier. You might not agree, but hear me out. This movie, by comparison, is more over the top, filled with really absurdly dark moments, but it's George C. Scott's authentic performance as a good cop standing against evil that sucks the viewer in. So yeah, it's crazy town, but his honest reactions to the chaos make it feel real. My favorite line is his, speaking logic to the evil. I believe in death, I believe in disease, I believe in injustice and inhumanity, torture, anger, hate, every possible ugliness and corruption. I believe in you. Next on our list, Hello Clarice, it's Silence of the Lambs from 1991. Hannibal Lecter, probably no introduction needed, one of the scariest villains in film. Anthony Hopkins plays the famous cannibal and Jodie Foster, his favorite FBI agent. It's a psychological game of cat and mouse where Lecter's intelligence makes his brutality all the more terrifying. My favorite line comes over the phone at the end from Lecter to Clarice. I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye. And finally, something much more recent, Barbarian was in theaters not that long ago. The less you know about the story going in, the more horrifying it'll be. The first half is filled with misdirection. You know there's danger looming, but it's hard to figure out what the threat is. However, when it shows up, you know it, and it's jaw-dropping. Like most modern horror movies, there's a big theme here. This one's about the dangers women see that men are often oblivious to or cause, and how that awareness is only passed down from mother to child. Unlike the other choices in this week's watch list, there are some funny moments, which brings us to my favorite line as the main character stumbles upon an ominous corridor. She just says, nope. So if you want a good Halloween scare, here's where you can find this week's choices. The Exorcist 3 is on Peacock. It's also streaming free on Pluto TV. You can find The Silence of the Lambs on Showtime and Amazon, but it's free on Tubi. And Barbarian just showed up on HBO Max this week. Those are this week's movie choices. If you're wanting something more family-friendly, there are plenty of options in previous watch lists. Check out our spot on WCBI.com. I'll be back next week with 3 more film suggestions. Have a safe but scary Halloween. And as always, leave the criticism, take the cannoli.